Hi guys, welcome to another painting video. Well, this time, you know what? First I want to show you something. That's a painting I did about 6 years ago. Usually this was my kind of abstract that I did. I think it's a nice one, you know. The only thing why I don't show this kind of painting exactly, this kind of abstract, is just because it's so much subjective, you know. You can do whatever you want, you do what you feel like. So when you take a brush and you do an abstract, you have to go with the flow. You have to go with what you have in mind, or even what you don't have in mind. So you just do it and then things happen. So that's one of the reasons I don't show you that kind, like I say, of abstract, because too much factor depends on what you do. And listen, that was the first one I did, and one of my friends who's a professional painter, he told me, do an abstract, you're gonna see it's gonna relax you, you're gonna find it so amusing. So I did this one. Well, it took me a week to finish it because I couldn't see the end of it. There's always, I did find much detail that I wanted to add and add more, so as time passed on. So it was crazy. It took me, I think it took me more time doing this one than a portrait or a landscaping. So that's crazy. So that's why I came back to dirty pouring or fluid painting, if you want. So that's why I'm doing it. So anyway, this time we're gonna use, I don't know, what do you call it? Do you call it a skimmer or do you call it a colander? Some people call it still a skimmer. Well, I don't know. I call it a colander. So I have two kinds. You know, the last time I did it with another kind of skimmer, but I was told that the best way to go about it was this. But I didn't have one, and since I'm not a big fan on going shopping, I looked at what my wife had, and that's the two kinds she had. This one and this one. So I think for the purpose that we want, I'm going to take the middle one. She doesn't know about it. So if something happened, that's your fault. Okay? So that's where we're going with it. So anyway guys, we're going to do, I think, something nice, but we're going to take the colander and put it upside down. So I think for me, the results are much more detailed and much more interesting. Again, it's subjective. So let's go and try it. So guys, what do you think? Well, I have to tell you that I have to admit there's no other way to do as much detail and line that to do it with a Colander. That's for sure. That's a no-brainer. As you might see, listen, I'm looking at it and that's incredible. It's so great. It's unbelievable. The only thing, you know, the color that I put in makes me think about candy. I don't know why, but it makes me think about candy. But listen, I think that, as always, you see it once dry. But now, sorry if I look down, because I can't help myself but looking at it, because as we speak, like always, it's changing, but not a lot. I think that on the way to dry, the line gets more refined, more detailed, because they spread a little bit more. So it's only getting better. I hope it's going to stay that way. Like you saw, I didn't put too much water. I think that's the one that I did with the lesser water from all the other one I did. I think it's better that way. As you saw, I did put some some more thing in it to be more sparkles, or some sparkles in it. So I don't know why, but I saw the sparkles and I say, well, what the hell, why not? So I put them in. I think once it's going to be dry, I think maybe it's going to have some influence on the details and the reflection with the light and everything. I think it's going to do a great job. As you saw, I did I did put some acrylic before, because I wanted to have some kind of a background, because I wasn't sure if my paint would if you would have see the background through the paint, but it's not the case. But anyway, I decided to leave the corner as is, because I think it's a nice contrast. So anyway guys, I hope you like it. I think it's gonna look great. I think it's one of the more detailed one. We just talked about the fact that it's hard to do an abstract with a brush, you know, and to do some very fine details. Well, we have the best proof of it, because how can you reproduce a thing like that with a brush? Forget about it. There's no way around it. I think it's the best way. The Colander, that's the way to go. Anyway guys, I hope you liked it. I hope you're going to come back and see us soon. And like always, please subscribe, leave a comment and share. It's always appreciated. So see you on the next video guys. Take care. Bye.